So, another huge catalyst for Dogecoin emerged today. Let's talk about it. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. Basically, Coinbase just disclosed a large proposal for a cryptocurrency app store, which is significant since Coinbase is a huge mark of approval. When a coin is listed on Coinbase, it experiences what is known as the Coinbase effect. On average, its price increases by 90%. That did not happen with Dogecoin, but currencies on average increase by 90% when they are listed on Coinbase. Moreover, once a coin is listed on the platform, it receives a stamp of approval, indicating that it is genuine. So, Coinbase has announced that they would be building an app store similar to what Apple did with the iPhone and mobile applications when they originally introduced them years ago. So, with the launch of the Apple App Store, we saw developers race to create new apps for the Apple ecosystem, and we've all seen how this has impacted Apple's market share over the years. The idea is that with a crypto app store, these developers will be able to leverage new technologies and create novel use cases that we could never have envisioned previously. Right now, everyone is always wondering, how will cryptocurrency be used? What are the real uses? But bear in mind that when Bitcoin was initially developed 10 years ago, no one would have ever dreamt of NFT. Smart contracts would never have occurred to anyone. People didn't actually come up with the concepts for them, and they evolved organically over time. So Coinbase is proposing that instead of building all of the apps ourselves, we'll create an app store. Coinbase simply cannot create every single app or think of every single use case for cryptocurrency. But what they can do is provide an ecosystem in which developers can quickly deliver apps to users and test new products to discover what works. Every day, people create apps for the App Store. There are millions of applications, and people just try to make something to see whether it works. So Coinbase will do the same thing, except for the cryptocurrency world. This is a huge thing for Doge and the broader crypto industry since it means that crypto will be used in a lot more places. And when that happens, it'll be even more legitimate for all the skeptics. And we'll see a lot of money come into Doge and cryptocurrency because of this. So this is really exciting news. Now, let's talk about something huge that happened today. So, 64 cryptocurrency firms have withdrawn applications to operate in the UK, which is a big deal because we've already seen this happen this week. Binance was officially banned from doing business in the United Kingdom, and then it was forced to leave Ontario. And now we see that 64 companies have withdrawn their applications with the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, which is the association with which they must file to do business. So, this is basically up from 51 companies in early June, so I think this is pretty alarming. But there's still some great news for crypto exchanges. Over the last few weeks, cryptocurrency exchanges have received an increasing number of sponsorships from major sporting events. We've seen Tom Brady and his wife agree to a massive partnership with FTX Trading. In addition, FTX had a sponsorship agreement with the MLB for umpires to wear the crypto exchange's logo. And another one had a significant partnership with the Miami Heat. So far, we can see that FTX has formed significant partnerships across the board. But Crypto.com, which has approximately 11 million users, is another cryptocurrency exchange that does not want to fall behind. They came out and announced that they now have a partnership with F1. The agreement is a global collaboration that will give Crypto.com a brand presence in the new Formula One series. So it's exciting to see that FTX and Crypto.com, as well as many other exchanges, are forming exciting new partnerships with organizations that will provide more exposure to cryptocurrencies. Now, let's talk about the investors with paper hands and how they incurred a lot of losses. This article talks about how the largest Bitcoin capitulation occurred last week from short-term holders. On-chain net losses totaled a staggering $345 billion. It says that the sell-off occurred when the price fell down to $30,000. But we all know that its price rose to $36,000 again. And with that, the long-term investors are sitting with only $383 million in net losses. Now, I know that there are a lot of investors who would have needed this money urgently and they panicked and sold out. But I think the key lesson here is that if you're starting out, you should only invest what you can afford to lose. And the second lesson is that crypto trading is frustrating, and that's why it requires a lot of patience. But I'd like to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So you should definitely do proper research before investing anything into crypto. Now, let's move on to some more interesting news from today. It says here that Senator Cynthia Lummis wants Americans to think about cryptocurrency as a way to diversify their retirement and long-term savings. She recently said that she currently owns about 5 BTC, which she purchased when the cryptocurrency was worth $330. Lummis advises people to buy and hold in order to save for the future. She said that, "I believe Bitcoin is one of the strongest long-term stores of value, and I'm concerned about having all of our retirement funds denominated in US dollars." For the time being, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency in her portfolio because it is the only one she believes she truly understands. So, I think this is pretty interesting coming from a US senator. Now, let's talk about some pretty bad news from today. So, Mexico's finance minister said that cryptocurrencies are not permitted to be used in the country's financial system. In a joint statement, the finance secretary stated that crypto assets are not legal tender in Mexico and are not considered currencies under current laws, so they cannot be involved in any banking activities. In addition, they stated that they had warned financial institutions that worked with them. This came after one of the richest people in Mexico said that he wants crypto to be integrated at his bank, Banco Azteca. So, while Mexico was looking pretty bullish initially, this has changed a lot of things. But still, there's still some really good news for crypto and Dogecoin. We know that Dogecoin is an altcoin, and many people have said that they can't ever be as popular as Bitcoin. But that has changed. Look at this. According to cryptometrics firm Santiment, the overall activity of wallets on the Ethereum blockchain has surpassed that of Bitcoin for the first time ever. This metric basically represents the total number of active unique addresses that have conducted transactions in the previous 24 hours. So I think this is a pretty big deal for all the altcoins. They're starting to get out of Bitcoin's shadow. And another great news came from Kraken. Kraken announced on Tuesday that it has reduced the fees for over 70 cryptocurrencies to zero, and that includes Dogecoin too. The announcement comes just a few weeks after it released its official mobile app for Android and iOS devices, which is aimed at the general public. So, I think this is going to bring a lot of new people into Doge because a major disadvantage has been removed. Do you think it'll bring in more money into Doge? Let me know in the comments section below. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.